If you are lucky, you have that special adult in your life that isn't your parent that has been there for you through your entire childhood. Ever since I started walking, my Poppop would always take me out to breakfast every Saturday morning. I was the only child for about 6 years, so I felt very special that I got all the attention. My grandpa has 2 daughters, and he would always take them out to breakfast, so I think it brought back memories taking me out to breakfast. He would always take me to the same 2 spots, either to the diner where I would get chocolate chip pancakes and he would get his decaf coffee and his veggie egg whites omelet, or we would go to the bagel place where I get my plain bagel and plain cream cheese and he'd just get his coffee. We were famous in both spots because the entire staff knew us. We would always sit in the same spot. The night before, I would always plan out my outfit. I'd wear a cute little dress and some cute shoes, and I'd always pack my little purse with all the things I thought I needed. I'd wake up bright and early Saturday morning, and I wasn't allowed to call my Pop-Up before 8 a.m., so I sat by the phone and waited until 8 a.m. hit, and then I'd call him right away and tell him to come over and pick me up. After I got all ready, I'd sit outside on my porch until he got there, and when he pulled in the driveway, I ran up to him and jumped into his arms and gave him a big hug. Once we got in the car, he would always start the same way. He would start singing our favorite song, You Are My Sunshine. If he didn't start singing, I'd start singing first, or he would start singing and pretend like he forgot the words when he really didn't. He just wanted me to finish the song for him. When my brother and sister were born, we got really busy, and we still spent time with my grandpa, but we didn't have as much time to go out to breakfast Saturday mornings. When I got into high school, my parents went through a very messy divorce, and he came back into my life in a new and special way. I called him up Friday night and asked him if he would take us out to breakfast this Saturday morning, and he told me he'd be there bright and early. He pulled in my driveway bright and early Saturday morning, and like always, I ran out and gave him a big hug. I got in the car, and as soon as I got in the car, he started singing You Are My Sunshine again. He always knew how to put a smile on my face. He always knew when I was holding back, and I had something that was on my mind, but I was too upset to talk about it. He always knew how to put me at ease and let me talk to him. He would always say the same saying, and it made me feel a lot better. He would say, the worst truth is better than the best lie. When I got into college, the tables turned. As I was coming home from my first semester, I pulled in the driveway, and he was standing there waiting for me. I got out of the car and gave him a big hug. My grandpa has a very special place in my heart. He's the main man in my life.